Day 12, Secure the Path to Peace. We're in chapter 2. This section is called The Case. So in here, I put a lot of personal stuff, unlike in Welcome to Purpose, and some law enforcement stuff. I changed some stuff. There's a little disclaimer in here, just because of the nature of it, and just I changed a few things around just to make sure that it kind of got the point across, but wasn't exactly like what happened in the case. So there's some things that got moved around, but I think you'll get the point. So we're in chapter 2, which is The Details Matter, and this section is called The Case, starting page 56. Years ago, I worked in an undercover identity theft task force. If you're a fan of The Office, you may remember Dwight saying, "Identity theft is a crime." True. So for us, that line was more than a joke, though. It was really a way of life. Our unit handled a wide range of financial crimes, including fraud, forgery, large-scale identity theft. We sometimes worked with the Secret Service and occasionally the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. One case stands out, and it was a victim that was scammed out of about $48,000 by someone who was posing as a distant family member online. The scammer spun an elaborate story, promising that the victim would receive a large sum of money through a special program, but needed to pay taxes and fees to release the funds. You remember the old, like, "Hey, I'm a Nigerian prince, and if you send me money, I'll send you more." Yeah, still happens today, unfortunately. Sadly, this kind of scam happens all the time. Fraudsters exploit human trust and compassion. They impersonate family members, charity workers, or government officials, and they create urgency, fear, and confusion, and then they cash in. They are, in many ways, the worst kind of predators, those who prey on trust. At first, the victim had sent gift cards and codes over social media, and later they were persuaded to buy laptops and cell phones and shipping them to a US-based reshipping address, who then would send them over to Africa. By the time the case reached my desk, 6 months had passed. I started organizing everything into evidence: social media messages, receipts, serial numbers, shipping, labels, bank statements, and the case file grew quickly. I spent long hours tracking prepaid cards, obtaining subpoenaed information, and cross-referencing set transactions. The more I dug, the more complicated it became. Fraud cases like this often lead to dead ends, and the suspects use fake names, untraceable numbers, and international accounts. Well, after weeks of investigations, I began to think this case would be another one that ended in frustration. But then I found it. It was a single mistake. Buried in hundreds of transactions, one charge stood out. The suspect had used a personal debit card to buy snacks at his store, which was caught on camera.